the last past 3 or 4 days finishing up my second book. And then I was just like, let me sleep. I also start school again this Friday. Instead of resting for the whole month, because I don't rest. I don't really like to stop working or stop moving. And that's me, but that's partially on the government. The government never gave me a chance to rest, catch my breath, take a break, or take a vacation. Even now, I'm being targeted 24/7, being tortured and harassed 24/7. That's the point of the video. So it's like I'm working around the clock, and the only time I stop is when I sleep. And it's been like that since before I was a teenager. But I'm gonna start with this video. This first video is a video of
I just
paranoia.
want to record my finger. So
I'm gonna see if I can speed it up some.
make it go stop. But these are the rest of my fingers. And this is just one finger. It's the finger that I work with.
Now this was before I knew what paranoia was, and they were just building up so much blood in my finger, the damaging the nerves, building up blood in my finger, causing radiation damage to my skin. So in the video, I'm about to show you my arm and my tattoo, but
This is my tattoo.
it has
So there,
holes. Like you can see, it has holes. It has burn marks. They were disfiguring my arm, my tattoo, my skin looked dry and flaky. No matter, I was using just basic oils. Basic oils don't work in this system. Like they were burning. Like you could see, like the pink flesh right above the tattoo. They were burning my skin, and it does not look like that anymore, and it will never look like that again. Because of the product I created, it's a thicker, creamy product, and it lasts for days. So me, I claim to be a scientist. I experiment 24/7, and they they like to bother my nose ring whenever I make videos. But I like to experiment 24/7. So I will not take a shower just to see how long my product lasts. Be it wearing polyester where they charge up and charge up the body with static electricity, or just to see how my skin feels and how it stays healthy, because the main ingredient I use in most of my products is magnesium. Magnesium is a bacterial killer, but it also retains a lot of moisture. And yeah, so that is what they were doing to my skin. And I also figured out how to deal with paranoia, not just with the rings, but I made a homemade like copper ring with magnets on it. And I made another video about that as well, dealing with paranoia, but it's an older video. I'll probably have to update it because I've seen a lot of people getting paranoia. And if I see anyone getting paranoia that the government is forcing on them, I immediately tell them, go get copper wire so you can get proper blood flow to that I want to say ligament to that finger, your toe, whatever. Go get copper, add magnets to that copper, wrap it in electrical tape, and sleep with it on your finger or sleep with it on your toe so that you can get that proper blood flow and circulation. Because what they want to do is they want some type of medical illness, some type of ailment to slow you down, stop you, make you sick. I've seen people get it on. I've seen targeted individuals get it on their feet, on some parts of their body, or me, it was my fingers.
attacking specific areas. I've never known of any type of anything to attack specific areas instead of the whole damn arm. You should have something.
This video is me getting out of my Uber, being followed by the police. I was coming from Walmart, and I didn't want to get in the Uber driver threw me off anyway because he took a long way to pick me up. So I didn't want to get in the car with him anyway. I felt like he was a part of it. And then he took like a weird way to get me home instead of the normal way that the Uber drivers go. They normally I don't know the street name. I actually forgot the street name, but they usually go around the back way to drop me off to my house. This was the only driver who turned on Hiawassee and then turned down Dosher, and then took right to Vernon Street to get on Hiawassee, and then like he took the weirdest way possible. He took a way that like not even a way that I would walk home from Walmart. So I felt like the driver was a part of it, and then it was confirmed because as soon as he did it, or unless the FBI hacked into his phone and they sent him that way, um, like I had an officer in the front and I had an officer in the back.
Got out my Uber. I got out my Uber. Sheriff in the front. Sheriff in the back. And my Uber is right there.
And the Uber is the white car, and I have the license plate number. And then as soon as I was about to start recording the police officer drives off, and that's when he didn't say white.
Right. They didn't expect that to happen.
He didn't expect that to happen. He didn't expect me to jump out of the Uber. He thought I would just sit inside the Uber. No, at that point, like you're stalking me and I have proof of you. The sheriff stalking me. I have no warrants, no prior criminal history. I have nothing going on with the government. I am a domestic terrorist victim and a target individual. So this one is a difficult video to hear. But it's like you hear them on the broadcast talking about it's the same damn story, or we're sick of your videos, we're tired of you making videos. And then like you hear them bragging about the V2K, 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 V2K. And I have this video posted and listed on my YouTube page. As soon as they realized I was recording on a Friday, they started playing like truck noises. This video is from a Friday. The trash in the truck company comes on a Monday. So in the neighborhood, there is no garbage man. There is no, I've been living here for almost 4 years. There is no garbage man. There is no truck delivery that would make that sound. That is, like I call it ambient noise, like acoustic sound. Like it's just sound that they play to make the environment seems normal when it's not.
Just got to the train station.
This is when I was in Boynton Beach and I had left a fellow targeted individual's house. We did not end on good terms because I feel like they were manipulating her emotionally. Like especially she had spent like 3 days in bed, 2 or 3 days in bed, and I had tried, like I was just trying to make her feel better, but she has her own mind, she is her own person, she has her own opinion. But we don't talk. But I was leaving her house and I feel like they targeted her so bad, they made her so uncomfortable, and I had ran out of patience. You know, when you tired of pacifying somebody, like bro, you just gotta deal with it. They followed me after I got dropped off at my Uber at the train station. The
The
police.
bright line, cops pull up. And they go to
And then the second police officer pulls up.
the second car.
This is the middle of the night last year, like I think May 19th, 2024.
So tonight, just for documentation purposes, they are literally. I'm knocked out sleep. I turned off both phones. Somehow the phones are turning themselves on and the alarms are going off. They say they want me up. They say they want me smoking. They say that they're bored. They're tired of hearing me snoring on whatever broadcast station they have me on. I'm sick of it. Every single targeted individual is sick of it. And now, in order to wake me up, they finally brought out the helicopter. So when they can't wake me up,
So this is just a video. I also have it posted on my page. When they can't wake me up, they bring out the loudest helicopter. It makes the most noise. I don't know if I just hear it more than anybody else in the neighborhood. I don't know. But they will have it flying directly over the house in a circle. But they don't do that anymore because I started to record and I started to build up a case against them. Again, this is the FBI, the CIA, it is the Freemasons, it is the sheriff. It is like police, local police. They're having a grand, good old time. But when the proof starts adding up, I don't care who you are. It's rules in place for a reason. And even if I don't get the justice, or the millions of people that they're torturing don't get the justice, it's still going to be etched in history that America is constantly, consistently terrorizing not only their own people, but the world. Eventually, I do see an uprising in just good people. Eventually, it's going to come to fuck the rules and fuck the repercussions. I feel like people are going to get tired. Um, and they just gonna do what they have to do.
up and I go right back to sleep, they usually bring out the helicopter to fly directly over the house. When I say weather manipulation, I mean this.
Now, this was a video I was displaying about weather manipulation, and how they use the satellite to just target the targeted individual and just blow a lot of wind. Wind is like one of their tools to steal electrons away from you. Um, it doesn't affect me as much because I'm constantly grounded with copper and magnets. Um, and then you hear that loud screech. Actually, I'm just gonna bring it back one more time. That is the FBI. That is a sheriff agent. That's an actual agent screaming over the broadcast network. So they are actually screaming and telling me, stop making videos. Like, I didn't even realize it when I was making the video because I'm so used to them yelling inside my head that I didn't realize that the phone had picked it up.
As soon as you mention it, it pops up because you're being targeted by a satellite.
And after that, the ninja found it. This is the night I went running.
Not one. That sheriff officer just pulled up as I'm on my exercise.
I was walking. I think I had just got done running or walking, and a sheriff officer just pulls up out of nowhere. And then he stops the car and he parks.
I'm just walking. They say president want to sacrifice. President want.
And I'm just expressing what the voice of skull is telling me. I think this was over a year and a half ago. I'm just telling what the voice of skull was telling me that whole time uh, about presidents sacrifice Freemasons. At this point, I didn't know as much as I know now.
Not one. The sheriff officer. Sacrifice.
This is a night I was at my friend's house, and again, I didn't have the best quality phone, or I think that they were messing with the camera, but three officers, as soon as we left his house, three officers
I'm so
were
sorry. I love
three sheriff officers were sitting outside of his house, and I went to go report them. You could hear me saying, "I'm sorry, I love you, but I have to get this on recording." As soon as I started recording, they all
you. I was gonna walk. They turned on the back lights. You know what? Fuck this shit. I'm sick of this shit. Three sheriff officers. They pulling off this shit right here. One, two, three sheriff officers.
right. So as you can see, three sheriff officers. As soon as I started recording, as soon as I walked in that direction, they started pulling off. So I'm pretty sure that their voice to skull or their agents told them, "Look, he's recording. He got the point. Now it's time to pull off." It's not radio communication. It's not over the cell phone. The police know about this technology. They know what the government is doing with this technology. They're withholding that information from the public. Um, I know that my mom has it. It's confirmed. She like via what I've seen and what I heard, I know she has the voice of skull technology. I know she has the same technology in her. She just don't have the same fight that I have against injustice and what this technology is capable of doing to people's lives. You can manipulate someone's entire existence from the moment they're born to the moment that they die. They realize they worked their whole life for absolutely no reason. They never got the love that they wanted. They never got the degree that they wanted. And you just chalk it up to bad luck or being in the wrong place at the wrong time. No, you had somebody specifically curating your life to failure for their own monetary compensation, and it's not okay. And then you have this is another video I was mentioning about the helicopter flying directly over the house. And when I say directly over the house, I mean directly over the house. And you can see it's the tree and it's the house. I've never known, and it's very close. I know that the camera doesn't show it as well as it should, but as you can see, that is the backyard. That's the pool. That is the backyard. That is the roof over where I sleep. And that is the helicopter going in a small circle directly above our house. Now, that is when it first started. They're not as bold to do any of that now because I'm recording and I'm documenting every single thing. As of right now, I do have a plan for these people. It is to continue with my education for as long as I live, up until the point where their illegal internal surgeries, the nanotechnology, the implant, whatever they have, up until the point where the government actually kills me. Um, Covertly from a distance. I do have a plan to continue my education. By the end of this year, I will have broken, uh, I want to say, a world record for earning the most degrees in 1 year. And by next year, I will have broken my own record of earning the most degrees in 1 year. And then I want to start on my law journey. The only reason I'm putting it off for another year uh, is so that I can accumulate these degrees and have them under my belt. So I won't have to worry about them creating. They will create financial issues and financial situations, but I've learned the game a little bit. I've become a little bit more frugal. I only eat fruits and vegetables. I don't. I no longer smoke. Um, and I'm focusing more on my health and my education, and that's it. I don't entertain anybody else. The only people I do converse with is targeted individuals. So my focus and my sole focus and my only focus is to expose and destroy this system from the inside out. Thank you for watching.